Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and tonight we are doing the Celtic Cross reading for Gemini. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if it starts to resonate later, don't be alarmed. I mean, it's quite common. You're more than welcome to go back to the channel and rewatch or watch any of the videos that are there. That being said, the readings you should be watching are your sun, moon, rising, and possibly your Venus if you're interested in love. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This is coming out of the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and this is Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. So now I'm going to take two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. And tell me what I need to tell Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Oh, there we go. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Set your sights higher. Oops. Okay. And one more, please. One more, please, for Gemini. We have Autumn. Release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. Okay. So, I don't know if y'all know this, but I do bonus readings. I base it on the level of interaction with the channel. Whenever you interact with the channel, you help it grow. Like, subscribe, share, bell icon, comments, and any of those things help the channel grow. So I feel like that I should reward people that are doing that. So I choose out of the series is I don't know if that's a word, of readings that I do, that I pick out whatever stands out. You know, sometimes it's the comments. Like, I'll get a bunch of comments, or I'll get a massive amount of likes, or I'll get, a tremendous amount of views. It just depends on what stands out in that entire series. And that's what I'll base it on. Okay? So, that's how you earn the bonus readings. And the reason I do that is because if you're sharing your energy, it's an energy exchange. So if you're sharing your energy with me to help my channel grow, I feel like I want to give back and share with you the tarot, okay, in bonus readings. So I'm going to move some of these cards off to the side, and normally I don't. I want to keep them usually where you can see them, but the Celtic Cross is a large reading, and I usually refer to these during the reading because they interact with the tarot portion most of the time, not always. Sometimes they're very, very powerful. They're always very powerful messages in and of themselves. So, but let's see where we're going with this. All right, Gemini. Tell me what you need to know. Well, okay, this is the sneaky card. It's not necessarily sneaky. Sometimes it's leaving leaving without any regrets, or not looking back with any regrets. This is about this young man snuck into the enemy camp and tried to steal all the swords so that, they couldn't kill his side. And he wasn't able to get all the swords. And he's looking back at the two that will most likely be his death, because they're going to come after him. And sometimes we do things spontaneously. Okay, this is massive, but I'm saying, and we do it without regret. But there's also the element of being sneaky, because he was being stealthy and well, it's not always sneaky. It's called a sneaky card. But so that could be that there's somebody around you that's being stealthy, and they're not working in your best favor. Okay, your best interest, working in their own. And sometimes it means that you're understanding that you can't take everything with you, and what you have to leave behind, it's okay. It's don't have any regrets about the past, because you're not in the past anymore. You're in the present, and you're building for the future. Okay, so what's crossing you, Gemini? So I think in this instance, we're talking about releasing the old and rest. You know, you've done what you can do, release and rest. That way you can follow, you can follow your path in a slow and steady pace. And again, we have Stargazer. They want you to set your sights higher. We sometimes beat ourselves up about our past, things that we could have, would have, should have, and didn't. But that's the past. Walk away from it. It's done. It's over. Go rest. Go find your way. Typically, when somebody gets this card, it's because the 8 cauldrons below are not serving them anymore. And they're going in search of that 9th cup, which is wish fulfillment and self-love. Okay? And usually the Hermit card is there in the middle somewhere. And it's about accepting circumstances as they are. Don't sugarcoat it. It is what it is. And, if you're walking away, you're walking away. And if you are walking away because somebody was sneaky, then, good for you. But don't walk away and have any regrets. Okay? Sorry, it's been a long night. I'm very tired, so... There we go. All right, what you have going for you is this King of Pentacles energy. It's that you know how to build things. You have this ability to build abundance. Okay, you can draw it. You understand that building abundance means you're going to take a portion of your 10% of your check every week, or whatever your pay periods are, and you're going to put that money away. Okay, and you're going to invest it when you get to a certain level. And that is how you build abundance. But this king doesn't just build abundance. He is abundance. He has amassed a fortune. There's other ways to build abundance as well. You're building abundance as you learn to manifest and bring more in. Okay? And so what happens is, once you become abundant, you will attract abundance. You will learn how to build it, but you will also learn how to attract it. Okay? And manifest it. Okay? And the point is, with this king, he is wealthy. He's extremely wealthy. He's actually the wealthiest one in the tarot, other than the emperor. And of the kings, he is the wealthiest. And it's because once he learned how to build abundance, he learned how to attract abundance. Okay? And his other way that he does things is that he understands the flow. So when he's abundant, his kingdom is abundant. He doesn't just hoard it all for himself. He lets the kingdom be abundant as well. And then when everybody's abundant, you attract more abundance. That's the law of attraction. So I think what they're telling you is if you let go of the past, release and rest, okay, understand that slow and steady, up an earth sign, wins the race. But, you are changing the way you're doing things, and you are learning how to manifest things. And that's the thing. What do you want? Set your sights high. Yeah, I want that little cottage too. But I mean, if Spirit's going to bring me in a mansion and make me a multi-billionaire, well, hey, I'm good with that. I can go with there. So that's just part of it. So set your sights really high. What you actually dream about. What is your dream? And then set your sights for that and bring it in. And understand that whatever you do for a living, they may bring you a calling that is totally different, that will bring you more abundance than you've ever known. And abundance is not always money, cash, and wealth and things of that nature. It is love, happiness, and contentment sometimes. But so in the past, you did have enough money or abundance so that you could take care of yourself and others, and you were fairly well balanced. Okay, you were fairly well balanced. Again, a lot of green in there. That speaks of earth signs. Okay. So, in the crown position, the overall meaning of this reading is messages. You have messages coming in. This is something that's been going on with the general collective for over a month now. A lot of messages. And it's not... I mean, it's coming up in individual readings. It's coming up in like the Celtic cross, but it's the zodiacs. It's coming in for everybody. So I think we're all at this juncture where we're all going through a transformation. And we're not quite there yet, okay? And we're in that holding period, that time when the horse is sitting at the gate and they can't jump. And I think once that gate opens, and the gate is communication. There could be a lot of communication, and it could be in 8 seconds, 8 minutes, 8 hours. It's got something to do with eights, okay? But it is a fast-moving card, and it will bring you clarity. Okay, when you get these messages, you'll understand, and then you're going to. It's a double. 2 cards came out. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that is creative, dynamic, and thinks outside of the box. She follows her intuition. She follows the fire in her soul. She's fire and ice. She's nobody to play with. She's very powerful, and she's very creative. And I think once you get this communication, you're going to have the clarity on what you need to use her energy for, or she is going to bring it to you, if that makes sense. This I strongly feel this is you, okay? Because you're learning how to celebrate life. And once you have this clarity from walking away, from taking time to rest and reflect and recharge your batteries and figure out what it is you truly want. And I think somewhere in between you healing yourself, and those communications coming in, you're going to figure out exactly what you want. Okay? It's going to make you very abundant. You are going to be very passionate about it. It's something that you can build direct, and she's got sunflowers, and her kingdom is a desert. So she's figured out how to get water in there somewhere, and she not only figured out how to do it, she made it happen. She has the fire to see it through. She has the intuition to know what happened. She has the magic to make it happen. And that's the energy that you're coming into the future as soon as you get clarity from those messages. And you are going to be celebrating life. And see, we had rest and reflect, and set your sights really, really high. This is a time of extreme abundance. Whatever you set your intentions for, it's like a 2-year cycle. I don't even know where I'm getting this from. It's like a 2-year cycle coming up that we're getting ready to go into. And I don't know if it's per se in January, but it's this next year. It's like we're coming out of this healing, learning, being stuck in the house. It's been rough, but there's something propelling us forward. It's almost like a Sagittarius archer, a centaur, you know, the archer and the bow. The harder they pull back on that string, you know, that's when this is where we're at. We're at that point where it's like, if something doesn't happen soon, and then when they release, but they've set their sights, and the centaurs never miss. So just remember, slow and steady. Just take it pace by pace. You'll understand it. You'll have the clarity. All right, so, and if you aren't celebrating life right now, you will be. I mean, we have winter solstice, we have Christmas, and whatever festivals come at the end of the year for other people. So right now, your environment, you feel trapped. It's like nothing's ever going to change. I can't get out of here. You're blindfolded. You know, it's telling you to follow your soul. It's telling you to rest. It's telling you that messages are coming in, and that you are going to have clarity, and you're going to move forward like a king and a queen. So they don't have this. I'm sure they do. They have. But the thing is, take the blindfold off. You'll see it. You know, don't hide behind fear and allow this to escape, because it's a new day dawning. It's bringing you clarity. It's bringing you joy. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance, that's for sure. And it's something that it's on a soul level. Okay, so this is something that is... It is something that touches your soul. Okay, and whatever that is you're going to master it. Okay. A craftsman that masters something has a soul mission for that. I have a friend. He's probably going to get mad at me for keep using that, but you know, he was way into martial arts, and he knew weapons really well. And he couldn't find anybody to train him in blacksmithing, and then so he learned how to do it himself. And he got really good at it because he's this guy. He's meticulous, slow, steady, and, you know, he made a lot of mistakes along the way, but he honed his craft. And he honed it well. He makes magnificent pieces. And so he caught somebody's eye, And he came into work one day and he told me, well, I'm leaving. I'm like, you so full of you ain't going nowhere. He's like, no, I got my dream job. And I knew what it was. I was like, he produces some of the world's finest swords. Okay? And that's what it is. But he felt trapped, and I'm using him for an example. He felt trapped. Okay? He couldn't get out of the business that we were in. His love was martial arts and weapons. Okay? Just for the love of weapons, not that he was, this crazy man that wanted to hurt people. And he was good at it. I mean, and he got his dream job, and he came in, and he was like, I hate to tell you, I gotta move. But, and he does. That's what he does now. He's a world-class sword maker. I'm not gonna say what time, but, and the point is, that's where you're at. You have the ability to do something. Follow your soul. It may not be, metallurgy and weapons, forging weapons or things of that nature, but you feel trapped. And the communication is going to open your eyes, and then you're going to be able to cut yourself free and pick up a sword. That's going to be your clarity, your victory, your peace, and you'll master it. Okay? And it'll bring you, because it is your soul calling. Okay, there's a difference between, I would like to learn, okay, well, I would like to learn a lot of things too, but there's a difference between, and there's nothing wrong with learning different things, don't take that the wrong way, but there's a difference between, I'd really like to learn, I don't know, a language that, I'd like to learn Latin. Well, it's a great thing if you're a scholar, but in everyday life, it's not really useful. But if that's what you want to do, then do so. You have a calling for that. But this is a life calling. This is something that is going to change your life, that you're calling in, okay? And whatever this is, it is going to build an extremely firm foundation. It's when you find your life's calling. A lot of people have done a lot of things, but, this is a transformation, and it's going to lead you to abundance. And it may even lead you to the love of your life, because I have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, she's somebody that's kind and caring as well. She's nurturing, just like the Queen of Cups. But, no, not just like. But she, too, understands abundance. She understands the ebb and flow. She understands that there is a season for all things. She understands the season. She knows when to plant. She knows what to plant and when. When to harvest the crops. She knows how to do anything with animal husbandry. It's her duty and her joy to do that, because it's her soul mission as well. Okay, so I'm going to pull some Wizard Tarot cards, and we're going to start clarifying this. I'm going to move this one over, up, and down. It's just so that I don't have a lot of cards piled up on each other. Alright. So, whichever one this is, it's either being sneaky or not having any regrets. But be patient. Be patient. You have a lot of earth signs in here. Okay. Okay, be patient. We have, is that the Lovers or the Two of Cups? Either way. That one's the Two of Cups. It's a union of some sort. It's most likely love, but it can be love, business, it can be both. So what are you walking away? Oh, because you don't see. You don't see this coming, and which is understandable because you haven't had the communication yet. You haven't received any communication, so you're going to be a little bit guarded. But it is communication nonetheless, and it's logical communication. Oh, that's because you're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing balanced. You are the King of Pentacles. You are trying to be abundant for everybody, but you have a lot of conflict around you. And that's probably part of what you need to see through. But once you have that clarity, you'll, excuse me, you'll have peace and harmony. You'll have balance, and you are going to charge ahead into victory. Alright. Because you being balanced in the past is giving you a new beginning in passion. Passionate new beginning. And remember, passion can be her creating something. It's not always just love. Okay? Or lust. But that being said, it's probably about love. I'm getting another one just for that. Nope. I'm not. Alright. So, you have the Eight of Wands. Tell me about this communication. Well, it's the Three of Wands. It's going to help you master something. We just went through this over here. Okay? It will help you master it. I stayed on that for quite a while, so that's probably why they're bringing in the extra clarifier. All right. Yeah. And the reason you're not seeing it is